A lot of times when people have gotten out of a toxic relationship, they go, well, how do I avoid another one in the future? First thing I could say is take things slowly. It doesn't matter if it's a friendship, if it's an acquaintance from work, or if it's a potential dating relationship. Take it slow. They love speed. So that's number one. Also, when you get to know somebody, you share as much as they share. If they're sharing real stuff that makes them vulnerable and intimate, about their past or anything like that, then you could pretty much gauge on how much you want to share. But if they're always asking you about your past trauma, relationships, all that stuff, and they're not sharing anything that has any type of detail or historic value, that's a red flag. And narcissists do that a lot. Another thing is just observe their behavior. Have general conversation, general, not giving any specific details of certain things, and just see if they contradict themselves a lot, if they're hypocrites, if their stories don't match up, where there's always a different beginning, a different middle, or a different end, and they're constantly lying. That says a lot. You don't even have to say anything. You don't have to even call them out. See how the sirens are playing? No such thing as coincidence. So you want to observe somebody, let them be comfortable, let them be themselves so you can see them for who they really are or who they aren't. And the most important thing is to notice these things. If you can't notice these things, you're going to keep repeating the same patterns and end up with the same people over and over again, where you have to start to change your reception or your tuner on picking up toxic people. You have to start to notice these things because these are the things that will help prevent you getting into a relationship of any kind with a potentially toxic or manipulative person. And if you've been in one already, try to remember how everything started, what they shared, what they didn't share. These are all important factors. And when you notice things aren't adding up and you're catching them in a lot of lies and being really manipulative and deceitful, you could address them if you want and move on, or you could just ghost them. There's nothing wrong with that with a toxic person. Usually they've earned it. So you don't have to always point things out because a real toxic person is not going to take any accountability and they're going to justify the stuff that they said that you caught. And it doesn't matter how much proof you have, they just can't take responsibility or accountability. So just time to let go and move on.